Picture this. In the heart of Africa, under a relentless sun, the Ethiopian heat, a scorching 110 degrees, a team of scientists is about to find something incredible. A handful of ancient bones. These weren't just any bones. They were a message, a 3.2-million-year-old time capsule waiting to be opened. A message that would rewrite the story of you, me, and every single person on Earth. This is the story of Lucy, the ultimate grandmother of us all, and how one skeleton turned science upside down and changed our understanding of who we are. We'll journey to the site of her shocking discovery, piece together her life and tragic end, solve the mystery of what she looked like, and discover why her existence was so controversial that it forced science to redefine what it means to be human.
So let's set the scene. 1974, the Afar Depression in Ethiopia. It's basically a brutal, sun-baked landscape that feels like another planet. Enter paleoanthropologist Donald Johanson and his student Tom Gray. They're basically detectives, but for bones that are millions of years old. On November 24th, they decided to check one more dusty slope. And then, bam, a sliver of fossilized elbow bone. Then, a skull fragment. They knew instantly this wasn't a monkey, this was a hominin. Cue the frantic, careful digging, and piece by piece, they found her. 40% of a complete skeleton. That was absolutely unheard of. That night at camp, they celebrated. The Beatles tape was playing, and Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds came on. And just like that, specimen AL288-1 got a name. Lucy. Suddenly, this wasn't just a science project. She had a name, a personality. She became a rock star.
Okay, so who was Lucy? Scientifically, she's Australopithecus afarensis, fancy term for southern ape from afar. Think of her as a very, very close cousin on our huge family tree, not a direct grandma. Now, let's picture her. She was tiny, only about 3.5 feet tall and maybe 60 pounds soaking wet. She had a mix of features, a chimp-like face with a bit of a snout, a super small brain, and she was probably pretty hairy and muscular. She ate a buffet of fruits, seeds, and maybe the occasional snack of small animals. Her world was a mix of woods and grasslands. She probably still slept in trees to avoid predators like giant cats. But her story has a dark ending. The bones tell a story of a big fall, likely from a tree. She had a seriously bad day, but that tragic moment preserved her for us.
Here's Lucy's superpower, the thing that made her legendary. She walked upright, just like us. This was her game-changing move. The proof is in her bones. Her knee joint angled in, like ours. Her pelvis was wide and bowl-shaped to hold up her guts, totally different from a chimp's. And a few years later, the famous Laetoli footprints in Tanzania sealed the deal. They're fossilized footprints of an Afarensis family strolling through volcanic ash, the ultimate smoking gun. But why walk? To carry food? To see over tall grass? To save energy? Probably a mix, but this one trick changed everything. It freed up the hands, which would eventually lead to, everything we do. But it came at a cost. Bad backs and way more painful childbirth. Thanks, evolution.
Lucy didn't just give us answers, she broke the rules. Before her, everyone thought a big brain came first, then we started walking. Lucy said, nope, She had a tiny brain, but walked like a boss. This was the bipedalism first theory, and it was a mega paradigm shift. She became the world's most famous missing link, even though scientists kind of hate that term. She was the best evidence we had of that transition. Her discovery kicked off a fossil hunting gold rush in Africa, uncovering more of her species, like the first family, and showing that our family tree is way more bushy and complicated than a simple line. Even now, debates rage. Was she a direct ancestor or a cool aunt that went extinct? The mystery is part of what makes her so awesome.
Today, Lucy's legacy is everywhere. She lives in a vault in the National Museum of Ethiopia, an absolute national treasure. Perfect replicas of her bones are studied all over the world. Modern tech like CT scanners let us peek inside her bones without even touching them, learning about her diet and how she might have sounded. But beyond the science, Lucy is a symbol. She's a powerful reminder that no matter where we're from, we all share one common story that starts in Africa. Lucy was not the first to walk on two legs, but she was the first to walk into our world and tell us their story. She connects us to a deep, ancient past. She is a reminder of our humble, fragile beginnings and the incredible journey of evolution that led to a species that could dig her up, understand her, and tell her story. She is, in every sense, the mother of humanity.
What do you think is the most amazing thing about Lucy? Let me know in the comments below. If you learned something new today, please give this video a like and subscribe to Uncovered Ancient History for more journeys back in time. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next adventure. Thanks for watching.